Aloha, my kako. This is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today we're doing a reading for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the general messages for Leo, please? General messages for Leo. What do we have for Leo, please? Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, Leo, we definitely have a vision of what you're looking at. We have the Six of Wands, the Star, the World, the Five of Cups, the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. You see something, and inside of you is a dream, and you can feel that victory in your bones. You really can. It's almost as if your focus is making changes, is elevating, is cutting out cycles, and approaching things in a whole new way. There's a sense of dissatisfaction with the past. There's a sense of dissatisfaction with the dissatisfaction in the past. Can I get one for the Tower, please? Clarifier for Leo for the Tower. Why is the Tower here for Leo, please? Well, we'll take the one that turned over. I'm gonna get one more. What is it? Why is the Tower here for Leo, please? See, this is that brand new, you got the Fool. This is that brand new approach I'm talking about. Oh, 10 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. Let's put that here. Tower of the Fool, 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. Okay. Leo, I believe that you think that someday you're going to get back to you, to your power, to creating all the things that you used to create. If you've had a time of stagnancy, of kind of the doldrums, again, remember when we were talking about that dissatisfaction. I think that you're thinking that you will get to back to yourself, that you will be able to do all those things that you did before, to show up in the world in the way that you always did before. But I think that that actually is already happening. There have been lessons, and there's been a sense of healing that's gone on, and we're not through the healing yet. You know, that can take a very long time, but the lessons come faster than the healing in most cases. And so I think what you may not see yet, but is there, is the fact that you're already back. This is very similar to the Aries reading in a totally different way. It's like fire signs are gaining their are taking their power back. Let's see. You are approaching things in a whole new way, which is changing so much of the foundation, but you, in fact, are still you. There's just more that you're incorporating, more that you've learned, and so you have different ways of approaching things and different ways of doing things, but that same basic essence, that same Queen of Wands builder, that same dynamic person is still there. It feels like we are shifting a little bit out of a burden carrying energy and more into, instead of carrying everyone's weight, it's like we're gonna go make our own success for it's success for you, Leo. Stability and that comfort that you were looking for, that was so apparently not in the past, which probably was the dissatisfaction. And you're moving forward confidently but slower, probably, and slower not because of the weight of it all, but because of the sheer determination and wanting the dream. This kind of bleeds into Cancer a little. Cancer's like starting to make that decision, to head off in the direction that they want, step by step. But I think that, Leo, you are doing that. You've kind of walked that walk somewhere back here, and now as you head off, and that's why I said you're already, this is like what you're projecting out, that you will get to this person, but it's like you already are, because you're just heading out trusting that you know and that you've learned enough to go ahead and to accomplish that. The Knight of Pentacles, one of the readers says this is a geriatric horse, and it's in your advice, because it's kind of, I don't remember what your last Leo reading was about, but I do remember that I'm getting kind of a deja vu feeling where it's like talking about heading out, but in this very slower paced, methodical way. God, I gotta go back and look at that reading. But it's because you are convinced that you can make this dream a reality. It may be in a relationship, lending to that firm stability. Maybe you're looking for a solid, stable relationship. But it's very possible that this also is saying that you're, right? The Six of Swords is moving on, but in this card, the swords seem to be missing. But in most cards, it's like you're taking your swords of truth, of clarity with you. Maybe it means something that the swords aren't in this one, but let me think about that for a second. Because I couldn't see it, that's why the former part wanted to come out or explained about the swords. So let me see if there is a reason that was covered, or if there's also a dynamic of why the swords are not in this card. Yeah, it's interesting that they're not. I've never noticed that before. So it must mean something. But in any case, this is an adjustment, right? And I think this could be for a relationship. So if this is about a relationship, then apply all the things I said prior to that as far as a relationship and your want and desire and wish for success for that to happen. But I also do feel like there's what I was talking about earlier, which is this dynamic of who you are, right? it's the Two of Cups, but there's one cup here. It's like we've already gone through the temperance of pouring in who we were and then what we've learned from this dissatisfaction with the dissatisfaction, and merging those two things into one emotional new beginning for Leo. There's somewhat of a tempered energy here because we're moving from choppy waters into calm waters, right? It's also, and you can't really do that without an integration of different energy or different dynamic, whether that's an additive value, which is what I'm feeling here, or whether it's the release of something, right? Right now, because of the changes, because of the dissatisfaction with the dissatisfaction, uh, I really believe that you're heading out. I think you may have external factors that are changing, maybe beyond your control, but because we're asking for different things, because we are heading out and approaching the world in a whole new way, some of those things had to be removed in order, right? They had to be removed and put down in order for us to get to where it is that this dream lies. And the simple matter of it all is the advice is to keep plugging away, to incorporate that sense of, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a stillness, like an ease of flow, and instead of, we've already done the battle ramming, it's done. But to move forward, and that the path will open easier as we move through the steps to get to where we want to be. Whether it be a relationship or, in a business setting or that type of thing. If it is for a business, it could also be advising you to partner up with someone who is looking to accomplish those same goals, who understands the underlying factor behind what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and that is part of them wholeheartedly as well. So that really is an individual thing for this general reading, whether, you will approach it alone with all that you've learned, or whether, you'll engage someone else's, whether you'll incorporate another person. The universe is saying, though, that there are connections to be made along the way, which will help in furtherance of your goals, of that dream, to assist with the victory if you so choose to incorporate them. Okay, Leo, I think that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. Please subscribe to the channel. And then hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And as always, mahalo.